Hi everyone, this is Dewey McGurk and I am going to try and do a walkthrough to show basically how I use Outranking. It's a wonderful tool to save you a lot of time to be able to write an SEO optimized blog, or page, and in a shorter period of time, and make sure you're answering the questions that Google is looking for, and what they're looking for is buyer's intent. So before you start your new SEO document, and you can do two things. You can either create a brand new document from scratch, or you can take an existing page that you have and optimize it. For this one, I want to start from scratch to show you how that works. Now, I like to go to the SERP Analysis first. This will kind of tell you what your competition is doing. Now, I got some of this ready to save time. There's a brand new benefit that came out for veterans called the Veteran Rapid Retraining Assistance Program that I can help some clients with. And it's for veterans who lost their job because of COVID. Now, when you do the SERP analysis, it's going to tell you some stuff so you have an idea about the article that you need to write. So the minimum is 11 words. So I don't know how anyone ranked with an 11-word article, but it is a fairly new program. The average is only 1,100 words, and the longest article is 4,700. Now, this is new. I want to rank real high quickly, so I might try and go for a really long article, definitely well over the average, because I want to rank higher and be something different than not everybody is seeing. Now, if we look at the top results, we'll see some interesting stuff, okay? The number one, this is a government site, va.gov, and .gov sites always get more love from Google. So that's why their domain authority is a 92. However, their page authority is only a 38, and the content length is not that long. They do have a bunch of links, though. They do follow links, which you'll see there. This is another one. It's also from va.gov, a little bit longer article, but the grade is lower. And number 3 has a much lower domain authority, a very low page authority. It has a good grade, though. And as we go further, this one, again, 17 for domain authority, 5 for page authority, but the grade is only a 93. So, and the fifth one, again, 74, 14, and 44. So it looks to me like something that with a really good article that we hopefully can be able to rank for. Now, I like to look and see what questions people are asking. So, and get a quick look at that first before I get started. Now, if I go to questions, and again for the VRAP, I'm going to do an article about, put it up. It's going to pull up some of the questions. Now, I did this a little bit earlier to try and get a head start, and it's interesting that when I do this, a lot of these questions, you'll see this one, what is in the program, but there's also a bunch of questions which really are not directly related, but they're similar. So, in other words, they're subjects like, what training is available at CTI. So maybe that article they mentioned VRAP. So I only want to look at questions that people are asking they're specifically related. Some of these, if I like them, I'm going to copy and put in a notepad, which I did here. How do I apply for VRAP? Is it still available? Who qualifies? Just so I'm ready as I start looking. Okay, let's go back to SEO content and a new article. And, oops, let me just grab one thing. I copy and paste that. Okay, so a new document, and this is what it's going to be about. Okay, and I'll choose the same for the title. Oops, don't do it twice. All right, and let's get started. Now, you'll see that step-by-step instructions are here. And again, it's telling you again, average is 1,000, maximum is 47, and the saying for pillar pages, target higher than the maximum, at least close to it, readability 5th grade. So this is the level that you want to write. Okay. Now, with the instructions, it'll tell you step-by-step what to do. So first thing is create a meta title. Okay. And then you can go see title ideas. And these are from the top ones, okay, top sites, and you see a lot of them are the same. I like this one because it's not quite the same as the others. or maybe even this one. Now, when you're doing your title, if it's a subject where there's a lot of competition, you may not want to copy the same, so you can click the rewrite button. If you do this one, it'll take that title and see if it can come up with something that's similar. Sometimes if it can't find anything, it won't make a change, which is what it did here. So if you want to use that one, then just click paste, and it will paste it right into where you have your meta title. Will the Veteran Rapid Retraining Assistance Program help you? Okay, now if we go back here to instructions, the next thing is to optimize the meta title, and it will tell you what words you want to have in your title. Okay, well, we've got that one. And let's see. If I want to add a little bit more, I could do with the new Veteran Assistance Program. Veteran. Okay, actually, I probably don't need all of that. Let me just go back to the beginning. Okay, that one should be fine. And for title, it's giving it's great, so we're doing fine. Okay, step 3 is the meta description. That's going to go right over here, you see on the left. Now, meta description ideas, let's look at them. And these are words you want to have in. And it's going to give you the top ones. Now, this is where we're more likely to use the rewrite. Now, if you're not sure what the meta description is, when you research a subject on Google and it gives you the top pages, that little snippet there is the meta description. It's actually not on your web page. Some people just use their title. That's a mistake, because the meta description gives you an opportunity to get some more keywords and also to help Google determine buyer intent to see if your pages answer that. So let's see. I like this one, but let's see if I can rewrite it. Okay, this looks good. I'm just going to use that one right there. Okay, now I got my meta description. Okay, back to instructions. And now optimize them. Okay. And what I'm going to do here, so it goes a little faster, if you look at the SEO score, which is 25 in the overview, it's like every 2 minutes it refreshes. If I click, it's going to refresh now, and that way it tells me. You see, SEO score, we're already up to 28. And it's funny because that is in there. I think we're probably good enough. It even says great for a meta description, so let's keep going. Step 5 creates the H1 tag, and let's okay, see some heading ideas. They're all just using that same one. I might use, because I want that word in there, the Veteran Rapid Retraining Assistance Program. I might use just this one, the what is it, okay? Actually, I'll do a combination. See this one right here. I'm going to paste that, but then I'm actually going to call it this. VA opens the Veteran Rapid Training Assistance Program, VRAP, for thousands of vets who lost their job due to the pandemic. Again, that's going to help them with their intent, so I think that's going to do pretty good. All right, let's go back to instructions, and the next one. Okay, optimize the H1 tag. I'm going to refresh here, and then it's going to tell me how good it is. Okay, here we go. It says good enough. I've got that one. I got all the others. Okay, I think it looks good. I think we're fine. Okay, now create sections. This is basically your outline. The average page has 4 sections, H2 and H3 tags. The longest is 16. Okay, so now we're going to look at section ideas. What it's doing, it's pulling, again, from the top performing pages what H2 and what H3 tags they're using. And we can decide which one of these that we're going to use. So, and when you see like an arrow, if you click that, it's going to tell you, like if you pull that H2, it pulls these ones as well. Now, let's say you like this one, but you don't want all of them. I'm going to leave out about the author. Oops. But I'm going to take that one. That covers a lot. And I'll leave it about the author for now. I definitely don't need that one. Now, there is a program for military spouses, but I think I'm going to leave that out of this page. I'm definitely not going to use the one for a competitor. And I think I'll add, am I eligible? Okay, I like these, so we're going to add these to the editor. Okay, so these are H2 tags, the other ones are H3. Now, we may want to look at some more to add. And let's see that. Optimize sections for more reach. Well, we've kind of got these. Let's look at questions. Okay, I like this one. Now I'm going to put these at the bottom for now, but I'll reorder them later. How long will it be available? What are the next steps? What types does it cover? What benefits does it offer? And don't need to do that one. Okay. Now with these, just for now, because I want to make this quick, I'm going to make these all H3 tags. Depending on the questions, you may want to go back and make some of them H2. Now for right now, because I want to make this video a little bit shorter, I'm not going to go through the entire thing. But once we've got your outline, now we can start working with this. Now, to show you, okay, we're going to use the AI Write feature to add to this. So who qualifies for the Veterans Rapid Training Program? If I highlight that, I want a little bit longer, so you can go low, medium, or high, depending what you want. And then right here, answer question. Now, let me do this. I'm just going to change this to paragraph. Okay. Now you notice it's not quite finished. So when you get to here, you can then just click Write for me and it will keep going. And there's still a little bit more, so keep going. Right. Now, I don't need to know. Healthcare benefits is not something that we're part of, so I'm going to take that out. Okay, now some of this I'm going to rewrite because if they meet the criteria above, I want them contacting me. So okay, let's take this out. Now, let's say there's one of these paragraphs you want to rewrite. You can highlight the paragraph, and then here, if you're, this is if you rewrite 100, see in AI, GPT-3 is the newest one that you hear a lot of people using, and that's probably the best one, but there's a lot of restrictions. If you're going to rewrite something that's more than 120 characters, see, this is if it's 120 characters, this is 500, and it says rewrite 500 characters. So I need to click that one. And all right, I don't know if there's a bug in it or what, but it didn't work. Let's fix that. It might be because there's just not much on this topic. All right, I'll just leave that for now. Let's try this one too. What is the Veteran Rapid Retaining Program? And answer question. Let's change that to paragraph. And keep going. And keep going. Anything? You can see it's done this whole section and pretty much written it for us. Now, one danger is you don't want to get lazy. You don't want to just let it write everything for you and then ignore it. If this is not the way you normally write, rewrite it in your own words. Double check. I've seen some times when you use AI and it'll put something that's not totally correct, and so you need to correct it. And when you're done, you also want to copy this and run it through a plagiarism check. I have Grammarly Pro, so I use that one. Okay, so as you see, we've got quite a bit there. Now, while we're playing with this, and I have not finished, look at our SEO score. We are already up to an 87, and we're not even done. Okay, let's go back to the instructions and see what else it's going to do for you. We've created the sections, we've optimized it. Now at this point, okay, verify section keywords. And if you want it, we're using all of them, so we're doing good there. And so far we're doing great. It's usually not this easy, but it gives you a list of optimized keywords you should have. So far we've got them, so we're doing good. Okay, we verified that. All right, now the related keywords, what it's going to show you is other keywords that are frequently used and how often. And you can see if there's any more that you need to add. Now, if you look here, we're all checked off, so we're doing well. But you'll often do this and find that there's a couple that are missing. Okay. Now, for research, if you need to learn more about the topic, these are what the other websites are actually saying. So if I want to look and see what all these other top websites are talking about, I can click this one. And the information is right there. Or I can just do that, and it's going to show you there. So if you need to do a little bit of research on the topic, or you want to see what other people are saying about it, Now, if you want to copy something like this, let's say you take this paragraph. I'm just going to put this here. Because it's copied from another website, you'll have a plagiarism problem. So if you are going to use that, you definitely want to rewrite it. Oops, here we go. Okay, so if you do take something from it, don't just copy and paste. You definitely need to do the rewrite. Okay, now we haven't finished. That's why we're seeing need improvement on topic coverage. And the related keywords, I think we've pretty much got them all, so I think we're okay. But already we're at 89, and it's not even finished. You finish this, you answer the rest of the questions, you're going to have a much higher score. My goal is always to try and get above 90 at least, and the closer you can get to 100, the better. I've actually had a couple articles which I've been able to do and scored 100. The higher your score, the more Google's going to like it. You should end up getting more traffic. And as you can see in using this tool, it doesn't take long, and you end up coming out with a really good long article, a pillar article, and you didn't take anywhere near as much time as you normally would have to. I hope this helps.